Please welcome Mr. Wang Lin, founder and CEO of OneXPlayer Handheld.
Dear friends, good evening. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us in the live stream and witness this important moment together. Today, a new product destined to reshape the landscape of the PC gaming handheld industry is about to arrive. It is certain to leave its mark in the history of PC gaming handhelds. A bold and memorable chapter. Thinking back to 2023, we launched the very first PC gaming handheld in the ONEXPlayer Aviator series. In order to truly listen to our users' voices, we held 5 internal player test events in Shenzhen, Chengdu, Wuhan, Beijing, and Shanghai. We also organized 3 consecutive media review sessions in Beijing, Shenzhen, and Shanghai. Additionally, we held an in-depth communication meeting specifically for distributors in Beijing. 9 consecutive offline events were an intense trial, but also a valuable accumulation of experience. With the AMD 7840U processor, we delivered not only outstanding performance, but also a meticulously refined, comfortable grip. The Aviator F1 earned high praise from core gamers, professional media, and our channel partners. But we never stopped moving forward, from the 7840U to the 8840U, and now to the performance powerhouse XH370. The screen has also evolved from an LCD to a stunning OLED display. The OneXPlayer Aviator series is constantly evolving. After more than 2 years of market testing and player validation, the OneXPlayer Aviator has lived up to expectations. It has been praised by countless core gamers as the best-feeling 7-inch gaming handheld. It's also the top choice for hardcore gamers looking for a PC gaming handheld. Today, we are also very honored to have invited several hardcore users of the Aviator F1 to share their experiences. Let's hand it over to the director.
大家好，我的群 ID 呢是 K 叔。那么2年前呢，我参加了飞行家 F1 的内测，然后当时呢，我对这台机器的第一个印象就是它的外观，我非常的喜欢。那么还有它的配置是要比同时期的竞品机器是要强的。那么这台机器呢，使用2年以来的感受呢，我是非常爱不释手，因为它的重量600克左右的一个重量。还有一个它的握把，我都非常的喜欢，非常的爱不释手。在家里呢，我经常拿起这台机器就在玩游戏，然后呢，去到外面呢，我背上一个包，去到哪里玩到哪里。然后这次新款的飞行家 X 呢就来了，我非常期待这台机器，因为这台机器是搭载了目前最强核显的一个机器。
大家好，我是一个20多年的老玩家，从小就喜欢掌机，从1代到现在最新的机器都有所涉猎。最早接触1号掌机飞行家是在武汉的线下内测会，当时就被漂亮的外观和优秀的手感吸引了。我现在手上这台是飞行家的 F1 Pro EVA 联名款，这款机器延续了飞行家优秀的手感，加上 AMD HUX 370处理器强大的性能，基本上可以畅玩现在主流的3A 游戏。1号本在前端软件上也是越来越完善了，能更好的为玩家使用机器带来便利性。现在我基本上都会带在身边，有时间就能随时开上一把游戏。
大家好，我是阿硕，很高兴与大家见面。作为资深的掌机爱好者，同时也是1号本的老粉丝了。初见飞行家 F1 内测时，第一眼就被 F1 的造型所吸引了，特别是它的 EVA 联名，让它在同类掌机里的颜值相当能打。因为本人经营着一家小饭馆，闲暇之余喜欢玩玩游戏，店铺不是很大，以前试过台式机和游戏本都不及掌机方便。F1 这块掌机给我的感受是在7寸这个体积里，无论是性能表现还是散热都超过了我的预期，特别是1号本的前端软件让我用起来得心应手。
当年呢，我怀着非常激动的心情来到了内测场地，看见了年轻的飞行家团队，也是无比的激动。当一排排飞行家出现在我的眼前，我就被这帅气的外表给迷住了。马哥和厂长也是热情地向我们一一介绍，紧凑帅气的外表下，握持手感非常的好。对于我们重度掌机玩家来讲，这简直就是梦想的情机。 F1的使用感受，第一点就是颜值超高，手感舒适；第二点就是轻便耐用；第三点就是系统流畅，性能强大。总结一下呢，就是专为掌上游戏玩家量身打造的机器。这次呢，对于新款的 Apex 搭载了地表最强的 AMD 395处理器和至高的120瓦性能释放，完全打破了对传统掌机的认知，并且它还有8英寸的原生横屏、水冷降温和85瓦时的电池。这些层层 buff 的叠加呢，更是无敌的存在。
大家好啊，我是鱼丸，我是一名1号本的老用户了。第一次使用1号本可以追溯到21年年底的时候，这个是我今年3月份的时候重新购入的一台这个 F1 Pro， 用的整个芯片是 HX370。那么为什么我会再次购入这个飞行家这一台机器呢？这也是说明了我对这一台机器的喜爱吧，因为我觉得它整个是一个设计的非常均衡的 Win 掌机。首先它的厚度呢相对来说并不是很厚，屏幕尺寸呢是一个7寸屏，就是在
Equipped with 40 graphics cores, 2560 stream processors, a core frequency of up to 2900 MHz, and supports hardware ray tracing and AI acceleration. This is the first integrated graphics card on a handheld device to deliver an experience comparable to a desktop 4060 GPU. Now let's take a look at its performance. First up is the 3D Mark Time Spy benchmark score. When the power consumption is set to 25 watts, the graphics card scores 4083 points. When increased to 55 watts, the graphics card scores 9035 points. At 80 watts, performance is even more impressive. The graphics card scores around 10,500 points. Wow, and what about when it's pushed to 120 watts? At full power, the graphics card achieves an astonishing score of 12,146 points. Let's compare this to the benchmark score of the MV4060. Its benchmark score is 10,520, while our Aviator Apex scores 12,146. That's a full 15% improvement. And this is on a handheld device. Next, let's take a look at the specific game data. At 120 watts in Black Wukong, with low graphics settings, the in-game frame rate reaches as high as 120 FPS. And in Cyberpunk 2077 on ultra settings, the game achieves 98 FPS. In Forza Horizon 5 on high graphics settings, the game reaches 158 FPS, which is truly a very smooth experience. Let's compare this with the latest Z21 handheld from a competing brand. Originally, we also wanted to compare the game performance at 120 watts of power consumption. But unfortunately, it doesn't support it, so its maximum power consumption is only 35 watts. So we'll compare our device at 80 watts under air cooling to its 35 watts under air cooling. It's the same game, Black Myth Wukong, in low graphics mode. The Z21 handheld with its processor runs at 48 FPS. Meanwhile, the Aviator Apex reaches 108 FPS, which is an increase of 125%. Let's look at another game. In Forza Horizon 5 on high graphics settings, the competitor's handheld with the Z21 gets 59 FPS, while the Aviator Apex reaches 141 FPS, an increase of 138%. Wow. And this is already the competitor's latest handheld. The Aviator Apex is clearly a generation ahead. Besides gaming, the Aviator Apex's performance in AI computing power is also not to be underestimated. It is equipped with the most powerful memory ever found in a handheld device. With up to 128 gigabytes of LPDDR5X memory and an 8000 MHz high-frequency memory bandwidth, it reaches 256 gigabytes per second. It can dynamically allocate up to 96 gigabytes of dedicated video memory. In traditional computing architectures, the GPU and CPU operate independently. The CPU has large capacity but low bandwidth ARM memory. The GPU, on the other hand, uses VRAM memory, which has high bandwidth but limited capacity. When they need to work together, they can only transfer data via the PCIe bus, which greatly reduces efficiency. But under a unified memory architecture, the CPU, GPU, and NPU, these three major computing units, share the same memory space. This achieves true integration of computing power. Combined with 128 gigabytes of ultra-large LPDDR5X memory, an extreme transfer rate of 8,000 megatransfers per second, and a quad-channel design, neither capacity, bandwidth, nor latency are bottlenecks for performance anymore. When we are playing games, you might not need such a large amount of memory, but if you require local AI large model computation, then I recommend purchasing the 128 gigabyte version. That way, it serves as both a powerful gaming handheld and your AI workstation. Now let's take a look at how the Aviator Apex performs when running top-tier local large models directly. Whether it's ChatGPT's 120 billion or Llama's 109 billion multi-models, or Alibaba's Qianwen 235B, the Aviator Apex can handle them all with ease. For Qianwen, its output speed can reach over 14 tokens per second. When running DeepSeek 5.3, the speed can reach 8 tokens per second. As for running ChatGPT 120B, the speed even surpasses 40 tokens per second. The VRAM usage of these mainstream open-source large models generally ranges between 60 and 80. But the Aviator Apex, its massive 96 gigabytes of dedicated VRAM fits this need perfectly. This capability is something that no standalone graphics card and even most workstation-grade professional GPUs can match. All of this is thanks to AMD's high-bandwidth unified memory architecture. The Aviator Apex not only redefines handheld gaming performance, but also ushers in a new era of AI computing for mobile devices. With this concept in mind, we've also built a local large model software into the Aviator Apex, allowing you to easily download and run various AI models, truly realizing the full potential of a handheld AI workstation. So what real problems does this #1 AI actually solve? Let me give you an example. In the past, if we wanted to install and deploy a large model locally, we had to use AI tools. Users often had to search everywhere for resources and dependencies, and then set up the environment themselves. They even had to deal with some complicated command line interfaces. And the whole process was both tedious and full of uncertainties. I myself have also gone through this process before. I know all too well the frustrations and setbacks involved. That's exactly why we pre-installed #1 AI, this integrated front-end software. Now, users only need one click to deploy their preferred AI large model operation interface, and it's just as intuitive and user-friendly as using common online services. This completely eliminates the need for technical expertise to configure things like disks. More importantly, when you choose Aviator Apex, what you gain is more than just a machine. It's not only a top-of-the-line PC gaming handheld in the industry, but also a high-performance AI workstation. Once you connect it to a large display and a water cooling system, it transforms into a very quiet yet powerful desktop gaming console. Just imagine the feeling of running games or AI tasks in complete silence and with immense potential. Everything is so effortless and so efficient. Guys, you're paying for one device, but you're actually getting 3 different machines. So, should you go for it or not? Next, let's take a look at its screen. The Aviator FX. It uses an 8-inch native landscape screen. Gamers have been asking us to release a device with a native landscape display. We really do listen to feedback. This device is made entirely for the users. This screen features an ultra-clear resolution of 1920 by 1200, delivering even more detailed and crisp visuals for you. Every frame of the game brings us an amazing visual experience. With a brightness of 500 nits, it ensures that you can see clearly in all kinds of environments. Its performance remains very stable. The screen uses a 16:10 aspect ratio. With DC dimming technology, you don't have to worry about screen flicker. This brings you an even smoother and more comfortable visual experience. At the same time, the HSRGB 100% wide color gamut ensures true-to-life color reproduction, making every image vivid and vibrant. In addition, the screen is a 120 Hz high refresh rate gaming display. Most importantly, it comes with AMD's built-in anti-tearing technology. It supports VRR variable refresh rate. With traditional screens, the refresh rate is fixed, but the game's frame rate keeps fluctuating. This mismatch can cause screen tearing and input lag. But with VRR, the screen intelligently and instantly matches the frame rate output by the graphics card. However many frames the GPU renders, that's exactly how many frames the screen displays, frame-by-frame synchronization. It completely eliminates screen tearing and stuttering delays. It's truly hardcore and also extremely power efficient. So then, let's compare. What benefits has it over competitors' 7-inch landscape and 8-inch screens? Specifically, there are 3 major breakthroughs. The first is a visual breakthrough, from just enough to truly immersive. From 7 inches to 8 inches, that extra inch isn't just a change in numbers. It means that in-game text, UI elements, and enemy outlines all become much clearer and easier to read. You no longer have to squint to make out tiny text in the distance. Second, it's a breakthrough in experience, finding a golden balance between portability and preconceived notions. After extensive ergonomic testing, we found that 8 inches is the golden ratio for handheld devices, striking the perfect balance between portability and immersion. It not only ensures a sufficiently wide field of view, but also provides an immersive feel comparable to that of a desktop monitor. The size and weight of the device have also been meticulously designed to ensure that it still feels great in the hand and doesn't become bulky or cumbersome. While competitors are still tinkering within the 7-inch framework, the Aviator Apex has already redefined the portable handheld experience with its 8-inch screen. On one hand, a larger screen brings a larger display enhances the visuals by 30% compared to a 1% increase, and it also shows more information, offering a more immersive viewing experience and putting an end to the limitations of small screens. On the other hand, even though the screen has been enlarged, the weight of the device is still strictly controlled so you can carry it around effortlessly. Through precise design, we've kept the size and weight of the device within an ideal range, so it still feels light in your hand. Portability has not been compromised by the larger screen. The third breakthrough is in usage scenarios, allowing the Aviator Apex to go beyond gaming and truly become a mobile workstation. When you're not gaming, this device is a fully functional Windows computer. The 8-inch 16:10 landscape screen, whether you're working, browsing the web, or editing videos, it can display more content, making it far more efficient than a 7-inch screen. It's no longer just a gaming console, it's a versatile productivity tool that fits in your pocket. So, the 8-inch Voyager Apex is our new flagship in the exploration of handheld gaming experiences. It serves the same group of hardcore gamers who pursue the ultimate experience. But what it fulfills is the ultimate need in different scenarios. It's not a replacement, but an evolution. It carries yet another bold vision of what the ultimate handheld form could be. We firmly believe that the moment a new user holds it and lights up the screen, they will immediately understand just how astonishing the experience brought by this meticulously designed extra inch truly is. The battery life issue of handheld gaming consoles has always been a pressing problem for all manufacturers. This is due to the compact body of handheld devices. If you want longer battery life, then the battery needs to be bigger. But if the battery is bigger, the body of the handheld becomes larger, and its weight also increases accordingly. This, however, goes against the need for handhelds to be lightweight and portable. And no matter how big the battery is, its battery life is ultimately limited, but players want to play games continuously without interruption. And when you're out and about, you don't have the conditions to connect to a power source to charge. So what should you do? Let's talk about the battery first. We've equipped the Apex handheld with a large capacity battery of up to 85 watt-hours. Among handhelds with an 8-inch screen or smaller, isn't this the largest battery capacity? Some users might say it's still not big enough and want an even larger battery, but it's not that we don't want to make it bigger. The thing is, as a handheld device, it has to strike a balance between size, weight, and battery life. We can't just keep piling on more battery, or it would really turn into a brick and lose the portability and feel that a handheld should have. So how do we solve this problem? After countless discussions and experiments, we've come up with a solution. And that's the Aviator Apex. It features an innovative swappable battery design. At home, you can remove the battery and plug it in to play directly. This makes the device lighter and especially comfortable to hold. And when you're about to head out, whether it's your daily commute or a business trip, the swappable battery just clicks right in with a snap. You can even prepare a couple of extra batteries and swap them out anytime when they run out, so you'll have power all the way. Of course, besides the snap-on battery, you can also connect it directly with a cable. This way, even when you're out and about, you can keep your handheld in its lightest state while still enjoying long-lasting battery life. Plus, we've also launched a travel battery dock. You can swap and charge instantly. One battery connects for gaming, while the other charges simultaneously in the dock. Let me share another fact that will really hit our competitors where it hurts. We use a swappable battery system, which all hardcore gamers know is key. For Windows PC handhelds, 70% of the time they're used plugged in. Our gaming performance not only leads the competition by a generation, but our screen is also bigger than theirs. And in plugged-in mode, our device is even lighter than the competition. It weighs only 699 grams. When you go out, swapping batteries makes it easy to keep playing, and you'll always have power. I believe we've already brought leading-edge design to the entire category. Okay, now let me give you a detailed introduction to our cooling system. In the evolution of handheld gaming performance, the conflict between power consumption and heat dissipation has always been the core bottleneck. We often face this dilemma. For example, a processor that can theoretically reach 35 watts of power consumption. Due to the compact body of handheld devices, in reality, the system can often only support a 28-watt output. This 7-watt gap may seem small, but it's enough to cause performance fluctuations in Cyberpunk 2077 during complex scenes, or force Elden Ring to lower its graphics settings during boss fights. So how can we truly unleash the full power of a performance beast like AMD's Max Plus 395 within the limited space of the Aviator? How can we achieve its full performance output? This has become our core technical challenge to overcome. After multiple rounds of experiments, we finally found a breakthrough solution. The #1 Icehouse external liquid cooling system, combined with the powerful air cooling of the main unit. The way the #1 Icehouse connects to the Aviator is extremely simple, with no technical difficulty at all. With specially designed connectors, the two devices can be joined together very securely. When the #1 Icehouse's liquid cooling system is running, cold water circulates in and hot water comes out. Its powerful cooling capability allows the Aviator to deliver an impressive real-time output of 120 watts, enabling handheld devices to achieve computing power comparable to desktop platforms. The most important core feature is that it's both powerful and quiet. Let's first take a look at the appearance. The water cooling box uses precision CNC carving technology. Paired with dual-color anodized finishing, it has a premium texture. And it also features RGB lighting effects. Just having it on your desk makes it a hardcore desktop accessory. But the moment you connect the Apex to the #1 screen, the experience is completely different. The whole environment instantly shifts into a focused, quiet, and powerful state of concentration. Most importantly, our #1 Icehouse doesn't just support the Aviator's exclusive Apex. Our soon-to-be-released Super X gaming tablet, as well as more upcoming devices from the #1 family, will all be supported. In other words, you're not just buying a cooler. You're investing in a performance ecosystem that you can keep using for a long time, a one-time investment. Multi-generation compatibility, now that's the truly smart choice. So the #1 Icehouse isn't just a simple accessory for the main device, it's about building a dedicated mobile cooling tower. This allows performance to be unleashed without any reservations. Most importantly, it's quiet throughout the entire process. When using the device's own air cooling independently, the Aviator Apex can still achieve a stable power output of up to 80 watts. That's equivalent to an ordinary, more than twice the performance limit of 35 watts from competing brands. It truly achieves the feat of remaining the performance king even without external water cooling. So how does the Aviator Apex achieve this? First, the Aviator Apex is equipped with two high-performance fans, each capable of delivering up to 6.7 CFM of airflow, ensuring that heat is quickly dissipated. More importantly, while guaranteeing cooling efficiency, we've also strictly controlled noise levels. Even when running at full speed, the noise from a single fan does not exceed 46 dB, allowing you to enjoy a quiet gaming experience. But just having fans isn't enough. The Aviator Apex is also equipped with 4 high-performance pure copper heat pipes. These work together with copper cooling fins that have a total surface area of up to 47,200 square millimeters. And note, these are all made of pure copper. This combination can quickly and evenly transfer heat away from the core area. Then, the dual fans efficiently expel the heat, completely eliminating the awkwardness of hotspots. It's precisely this complete air cooling system, from heat conduction to heat dissipation, that allows the Apex to remain cool and stable without throttling, even under a heavy load of 80 watts. Whether you connect it to the Icehouse One at home for a desktop-level gaming experience, or take the Apex on the go with the flight accessory without the Icehouse One, it delivers performance far beyond similar products. This is our answer to the handheld power consumption bottleneck, not compromise, but surpassing limits. Not settling, but being truly versatile. Let ultimate performance follow you everywhere. Since today is our pre-sale launch event, and due to time constraints, we will release dedicated review videos later to showcase the device's thermal performance at 120 watts, 80 watts, and other power levels. Here, I just want to sum it up in one sentence. When it comes to PC gaming handhelds, our VXPlayer is professional and the top choice for hardcore gamers. The first generation Aviator, released in 2023, was rated by players as the best-feeling 7-inch gaming handheld. As for the feel of the Aviator Apex, we've made further optimizations. Because we know very well that no matter how powerful the performance is, if it doesn't feel comfortable to hold, it all amounts to nothing. That feeling when you haven't even played halfway through, and your fingers start to ache, and your wrist feels heavy, can really ruin the entire gaming experience. So with the Aviator Apex, we're not just piling on the specs, but also striving to make comfort an absolute priority. Compared to our competitors' products, in order to achieve a good feel, they simply make the controller thicker and bulkier, which results in the whole device feeling heavy and clumsy and losing its aesthetic appeal. In contrast, when it comes to our design, we mainly focus on visual harmony and aesthetics to achieve a balanced and comfortable experience. Does a controller with great feel really have to look ugly? Our team of engineers went through countless experiments and repeated prototype adjustments, and finally developed a scientific ergonomic grip system for the Apex. We want not only the most comfortable feel in the hand and a harmonious appearance, as well as a lightweight build, and the overall look has to be attractive too. As for the grip of the Aviator Apex, your entire palm and fingers are in a naturally relaxed state. So how did we achieve this? First, the curvature of the shell's bowl perfectly matches the curve of your palm, so the pressure is evenly distributed, and there are no pressure points that dig into your hand anymore. Another key point is the position of every joystick and button has been precisely calibrated. So your thumb doesn't have to stretch or strain at all, allowing for natural and effortless operation. In addition, we've used a skin-friendly coating, so even if your hands get sweaty, it won't slip. Even during intense battles, it remains stable. Let me tell you something. Some competitors, just to cut costs, don't even bother with a coating and just use raw material finishes. Finally, as for the overall weight distribution of the device, it has also been repeatedly balanced. So your wrist won't get sore easily, and you won't feel tired even after long periods of use. Our goal is very simple, to make you forget the existence of the device itself so you can be completely immersed in the game. This is exactly what the Aviator Apex wants to offer you, the secret to long-lasting comfort without fatigue. Just imagine the comparison between us and our competitors. It's truly a perfect leap ahead, stronger and better looking. There's a big difference between doing something with care and just doing it for the sake of it. When it comes to the joystick, we're still hardcore enough. We use the latest technology in our material selection. While our competitors are still using Hall effect joysticks, we've already started choosing even more advanced esports-grade capacitive joysticks. Capacitive joysticks use electric field sensing to achieve contactless detection. This fundamentally eliminates the problems of physical wear and drift. It achieves 360-degree precise pointing with no dead zones. Not only have we improved response accuracy, we've also taken it to the next level. We've also pushed the joystick's lifespan to an entirely new height. We believe that true hardcore isn't about repeating the paths others have taken. but about daring to define the next standard for gamers. That's exactly what the Aviator Apex aims to be, the new standard. Of course, aside from the esports level control experience, the Aviator Apex also supports vivid RGB joystick ambient lighting, which can be customized in the OneX console player center, allowing you to set different lighting modes. This makes every operation feel even more inspiring. Since the release of the very first Aviator, we've received a huge amount of valuable feedback from players. All of it has been incredibly valuable to us. One request stood out especially clearly. We want to customize the buttons. Today, the Aviator Apex is answering everyone's expectations. We've equipped it with 2 customizable back buttons. But this isn't just about simply adding 2 buttons. We've conducted hundreds of grip tests and finally found the most natural golden position. So your middle finger can easily trigger them just by resting naturally. There's absolutely no need to strain or hook your grip, nor do you have to change your hand position while holding it. So, what can these 2 back buttons do? You can use macro programming to set up one-touch combos and pull off moves that were once out of reach. For example, in Genshin Impact, you can set the back button as the combo key for elemental skill plus elemental burst. This lets you instantly switch characters and unleash ultimates in one smooth action. In Call of Duty, you can map the right back button to perform a continuous crouch and stand action. You can easily pull off a quick crouch shot, getting rid of the hassle of aiming. In Elden Ring, you can set up a one-touch trigger for drinking a potion and rolling. During those critical moments in boss fights, you can quickly heal and dodge at the same time. What's even more important is you can customize the back buttons according to your own habits, mapping them to any button on the controller. For example, you can set the back button as the L3 or R3 stick press to avoid accidentally pressing the stick during intense gameplay. Or set the back button for taking screenshots, recording, and other system functions, so you won't miss any amazing moments. Through the OneXPlayer Player Center, with its intuitive settings interface, you can also create a dedicated configuration for each game, saving multiple profiles and switch between them at any time. On the Aviator Apex, your controls are truly defined by you. This isn't just a slogan. It's also a competitive tool we've prepared for every player. Starting today, everyone can build their own personalized control system and truly unleash their real skills in the game. Here's another breakthrough for the Aviator Apex. When you're playing FPS games like Call of Duty, do you ever feel that the trigger travel is too long, affecting your shooting speed? But when you're playing racing games like Forza, you wish the trigger could provide even more precise throttle control. These contradictory experiences on the Aviator Apex finally got a perfect solution. Aviator Apex innovative 2-stage trigger via physical switch, a real tactile switching in short stroke mode. Trigger response speed, especially suitable for shooting games that require rapid fire. When switching to long travel mode, the trigger shows a more delicate damping feeling, perfectly simulates the linear control of a racing throttle. Behind this innovation is our relentless pursuit of technology. The Aviator Apex uses Hall effect magnetic sensing technology, achieves precision recognition at the 0.1 mm level, and it never wears out. Meticulous tuning and the design of the powerful spring ensure that even after long gaming sessions, your fingers won't feel fatigued. On the Aviator Apex's shoulder buttons, you no longer need to forcefully bend your fingers, and you can easily and quickly press the buttons. Even during long gaming sessions, you won't feel fatigued. This is the result of our optimization and improvement. We've redefined the shape of the shoulder button, adopting an ergonomic design with an extra long finger position structure and a widened button surface, perfectly fitting the natural curve of your index finger. As for tactile feedback, through the OneXPlayer Control Center, you can not only freely customize the vibration intensity, but also quickly turn off all vibrations with a single click. So when it's late at night and everything is quiet, you don't have to worry about disturbing anyone at all. In short, the adjustable dual vibration lets you control your sense of immersion at will. Because the Aviator Apex is equipped with professional adjustable dual vibration motors, we've achieved precise multi-frequency adjustment from subtle pulses, to strong vibration. This allows every gun's recoil, the roar in your ears, and every scene interaction to be authentically reproduced. Hardcore handheld built to perfection. We all know that a good platform can breathe new life into the games we love. Beyond powerful hardware as a foundation, the Aviator Apex is also prepared for the future Xbox ecosystem. We've included a special Easter egg, a fully customizable watermelon button. When our future products are officially compatible with the Xbox system, all you'll need to do is press this button, and you can seamlessly switch between handheld mode and a complete Xbox experience with just one click. Instantly access your familiar game library and some of your favorite interfaces. A hardcore PC gaming handheld needs great performance, great cooling, great battery life, great visuals, and great audio. These are also the hardcore standards. OneXPlayer insists on using Harman certified speakers, so your audiovisual experience is taken to the max. This is not just a label, but a guarantee of professional acoustic tuning. A professional acoustics team personally handles the tuning, accurately reproducing every detail of in-game sound. With exclusive sound field optimization technology, the sense of directionality in sound is greatly enhanced, allowing you to pinpoint positions by sound, giving you the upper hand. With unique low-frequency enhancement technology, every explosion's impact and the roar of engines become even more immersive and powerful. We've always wanted every OneXPlayer handheld we make to deliver the ultimate hardcore experience to players. And with the Aviator Apex, we aim not just to lead the way, but to completely solve the storage anxiety that players face. So how do we solve it? By equipping it with dual hard drives. Is having 2 hard drives enough? Not enough. So we added a high-speed TF card expansion slot as well. Now storage space is more than sufficient. Of course, our main hard drive slot is equipped with an M.2 2280 PCIe 4.0 SSD. As for maximum capacity, it supports up to 4 terabytes. In actual tests, its speed can reach 7,000 megabytes per second. Write speeds also reach 6,500 megabytes per second. What does this mean? With the Aviator Apex, when you're gaming, game loading times are almost non-existent. But that's still not enough. Ever since we first introduced mini SSD technology on the X1 Air, which was an industry first, we've been glad to see more and more competitors adopt this technology as well. What does this show? It shows that once again we're leading the industry. On the Aviator Apex, we've kept the highly praised mini SSD expansion slot. So what are the benefits of the mini SSD expansion? First of all, when the built-in hard drive doesn't have enough space for your games, you can easily expand storage for your favorite movie, or easily store your private files and so on. But most importantly, this AI 395 processor supports deploying local large models up to 80 billion. A single expansion drive can easily solve your deployment and storage needs. It really takes every aspect into consideration. As for the mini SSD, the largest capacity currently available is 2 terabytes, and there are also 1 terabyte and 512 gigabyte options to choose from. In the future, there may be even larger capacities available. You can choose according to your own needs. As for its actual tested speed, it's also very fast. It can reach up to 3,500 megabytes per second, with displayed speeds around 3,300 megabytes per second. This speed is 6 times faster than traditional SATA SSDs and surpasses the built-in drives of many laptops on the market. Some people might say, that's still not enough. What should I do then? What about emulators on other gaming devices? Or simply my drone's TF card and my camera's TF card? I want to transfer data onto this device. So we've also prepared a TF card expansion slot for you. A protocol that supports microSD 4.0, supports up to 2 terabytes. Read and write speed. It can also reach 300 megabits per second, enough to back up important files. So let's do some calculation. 4 terabytes main hard drive plus 2 terabytes mini SSD. Add 2 TB cards, equivalent to a full 8 terabytes of storage space. This isn't just a number, folks. This means you can install more than 100 AAA masterpieces at the same time. You can store a 4K video library. You can even carry your AI large models with you. From gaming to creation, from entertainment to office work, The storage capacity of the Aviator Apex is not just sufficient, but truly abundant. As for the ports, the Aviator Apex is equipped with a fully functional USB 4.0 port, which supports Thunderbolt 4 functionality and can be directly connected to a #1 graphics card dock. Plug and play. It can unlock 180 watts of desktop-level graphics performance. In addition, this port also supports PD charging. It also comes with a USB 3.2 Type-C port and a USB 3.2 Type-A port. These are more than enough to meet the expansion needs of gamers. Whether it's connecting a USB drive or a mouse, these are all sufficient. There's absolutely no need to carry an extra docking station. And as mentioned earlier, there's a mini SD slot and a TF card slot, which meet gamers' storage expansion needs. So I won't go into too much detail here. Of course, most importantly, we've still kept the highly advanced 3.5mm audio jack, so there's absolutely no delay in game audio. Now that we've talked about the hardware, let's take a look at the software. We've pre-installed a genuine Windows 11 operating system, providing players with a familiar and powerful productivity experience. The gaming platform also makes it easier and more efficient for everyone to master this device. We've specially developed the OneX Console Player Center. It's a highly integrated control center, so you don't have to search through complicated system settings one by one. You can intelligently and intuitively adjust all key parameters, truly achieving one-click control and enjoy smooth gaming. There are a few companies in the industry that make front-end platforms, but to keep updating continuously and to make adjustments based on user needs, constantly adding new front-end features, we are the only one. Because when it comes to functionality, within the gaming community, we've always been at the top tier, you know. We offer basic features, for example, like game library performance display, power consumption adjustment, customizable fan and vibration settings, RGB adjustment, and a gyroscope, with gyroscope support for flight mode and racing mode, as well as power supply protection, industry-leading original save files, game modifier, programmable controller, performance presets, advanced CPU settings, all of these, and so much more. It's really hard to list them all. So I'll just briefly talk about the latest version update. The two newly added feature modules are quite unique, you know. One is the freezer and the other is the toolbox. Let me talk about the freezer first. It's not for freezing food, it's for freezing your games and apps. For example, if you're playing a game, but then you suddenly need to handle some other work tasks, or maybe do something else, you can use this feature to freeze your game. This puts the game into a frozen state, so it doesn't use up your CPU or GPU resources while still keeping your game progress. You can handle other tasks with peace of mind. Once you're done, just come back and unfreeze it, and continue the game right where you left off. For example, once when I was on a business trip, I had something urgent come up while I was playing a game. So I paused the game, and it was about a day later. The next day, when I went back to play, it was still right where I left off. With just one click, I was back to the exact progress I had in the game the day before. It's really practical. This feature, and then there's another one, which is a toolbox. It's like your convenient, multifunctional assistant. It comes with a variety of features ready to use right out of the box. Some settings are usually hidden too deep, but now you can handle them all with one click. One click to block Windows system updates, toggle Windows tablet mode, lock the touchscreen or external controllers with one click, so you don't have to worry about accidental touches. And with one click, you can record your screen. You can easily save your awesome gameplay moments. OneX Console isn't like the front end from other brands, which is just a randomly bundled feature panel. We want it to truly be something useful for you, a companion that lets you enjoy gaming anytime, anywhere. The biggest feature of our OneX console is that it evolves in real time. We build it together with the community. Many of its features actually come from suggestions in our community, from a single discussion. If you have even better ideas, you're welcome to join our player community and give your feedback directly to our development team. Because this isn't a piece of software that's finished and then left alone. It's a gaming companion that gets smarter the more you use it. Just like the name OneX Console, it truly achieves the goal of one console does everything. As for the future, there are even more surprises waiting for you to unlock. We welcome our users, as well as our competitors, to compare us with ROG, Lenovo, MSI, and other brands. So, that's my complete introduction to the Aviator Apex. It not only represents a breakthrough peak in handheld performance, but also brings comprehensive improvements in battery life, cooling, and control experience. It is a testament to One Netbook's technical strength, and even more, it reflects our commitment to players to create a truly no-compromise handheld gaming device. Starting today, players no longer have to choose between performance and portability, or between battery life and experience. The Aviator Apex will usher you into a new era of all-around seamless gaming. Now, let's revisit the extraordinary charm of the OneXPlayer Aviator Apex together through a product video. Director, please play the video. The above. This is the entire content of our press conference. Tonight we witnessed more than just a product launch. It is also a comprehensive evolution of the handheld experience, recognized by countless players, the best 7-inch handheld F1, today's breakthrough pilot Apex. We always believe the ultimate experience comes from the meticulous refinement of every detail. We have brought the most powerful AMD Ryzen in handheld history, the AI Max Plus 395 processor, achieving desktop-level graphics performance. We innovatively adopted a replaceable battery design, so battery life is no longer a limitation. We created the #1 ice dock cooling system, unleashing 120 watts of peak performance in silence. And we have refined every button and meticulously sculpted every curve again and again, all just to make comfort instinctive. More importantly, we have built a complete ecosystem experience. From the freedom of dual hard drive, expandable storage, to the local computing power of AI large models, from the precise control of esports-grade capacitive joysticks, to seamless integration with the future Xbox system, behind all of this is our deep understanding of players' needs. Performance should never be compromised, nor should the feel in your hands be just passable. The experience should never be discounted. The Aviator Apex is not just a handheld console. It is also our answer to the pursuit of the ultimate experience. It represents a belief that within the palm of your hand, there can also be room for a complete and powerful gaming world. Starting today, we will rewrite the history of handheld consoles together. Thank you to every player for your anticipation and support. Aviator Apex, born for every gaming soul that refuses to settle for mediocrity. We will stay true to our original intention, dedicating ourselves wholeheartedly to research and development and earnestly crafting our products. With this persistence, we will continue to cultivate the field of PC gaming handhelds. Our goal is to become the most hardcore handheld legend in the hearts of gamers worldwide. Thank you, everyone. See you next time. Thank you.
ONEXPlayer 飞行家
OneXPlayer 飞行家
OneXPlayer 飞行家
OneXPlayer 飞行家
OneXPlayer 飞行家
硬核玩家首选，
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 硬核玩家首选，随时刻想我的时刻 OneXPlayer 飞行家起飞。
OneXPlayer 飞行家
OneXPlayer 飞行家
OneXPlayer 飞行家
OneXPlayer 飞行家，
硬核玩家首选，硬核玩家首选，
硬核玩家首选，
硬核玩家首选，
硬核玩家首选，随时刻想我的时刻 ONEXPlayer 飞行家起飞。
飞行家
OneXPlayer 飞行家
OneXPlayer 飞行家 OneXPlayer 飞行家，硬核玩家首选，
硬核玩家首选，
硬核玩家首选， 硬核玩家首选，
随时乐享我的时刻，OneXPlayer 飞行家起飞。